Ever pondered about the inner workings of estimating initial activity durations? Well, it's a fascinating process, and today, we're going to delve into it. First things first, when talking about initial activity durations, we're referring to the estimated amount of time it'll take to complete a particular task or activity within a project. It's a crucial part of project planning, as it helps define the project timeline and schedule. Now, onto the estimation process. There are certain assumptions we need to make. 1. We assume we're working with normal work crews and equipment. This means we're not factoring in any specialized or additional resources unless they were specifically planned for in the bid estimate. 2. We base our planned resource productivity on available resources and the projected job site environment at the time the activity is scheduled to be carried out. This means we're considering the current resources we have at our disposal and the conditions we expect on the job site when planning how productive our resources can be. 3. We're assuming normal workdays and work weeks. So, unless it's been planned for in the bid estimate, there's no overtime or multiple shift work included in the estimated activity duration. And 4. No contingency time is included in any activity's duration, except for reasonable expected events and conditions. This means we're not building in any extra time for unforeseen issues, unless we expect them to occur based on past experience or known risks. Once we have these assumptions in place, we can estimate the initial activity duration. But remember, this is just the starting point. The initial duration estimate can and should be modified to address the unique characteristics of a particular project. But how do we modify this initial estimate? Well, there are methods for identifying activity and resource conflicts and adjusting schedule parameters to accommodate time constraints. However, these methods are a story for another day, or rather another video. So, to summarize, estimating initial activity durations is a multi-step process. It begins with making certain assumptions about normal work crews, equipment, planned resource productivity, workdays, work weeks, and contingency time. Then, the initial duration estimate is adjusted to fit the unique characteristics of the project. Remember, this process is crucial for project planning, helping to define the project timeline and schedule. But it's not set in stone. Adjustments can and should be made to accommodate the unique needs and constraints of each project. Stay tuned for our upcoming videos, where we'll discuss methods for identifying activity and resource conflicts, and how to adjust schedule parameters to accommodate time constraints. Until then, keep these points in mind as you navigate your project planning journey.